Hey guys, it's RailFan220 here. I'm going to try to make a quick video, emphasis on the quick. It's going to be a layout update, but it's not all, like most of it's not going to be things that have actually happened on the layout. It's going to be more ideas and plans that I have for the future, and so I guess we'll take a look at that really quick. Not much has actually happened on the layout in its physical form, but I think I'll just show you some of the things. First thing is this gravel lot. I'm sure you've seen it before in some other videos, and I think I mentioned it, but I'll just include it in this because it's a new-ish addition. It kind of reflects what was done in Model Railroader's newest project layout or railroad that they did, and in that they do have a front loader, this actual exact front loader that loads gravel and rock into the cars. So this will service the outside track here, and it goes all the way up to here, kind of. So kind of to the front face of the actual facility is where the cars are serviceable. So that's pretty cool. I think it's a good addition. Next thing we have here is this hill. I think I showed it to you, especially in the how-to video series that I did, and look for part 3. That'll be coming. I'll mention that in a second. But I think it turned out really nice. I got a little excited and decided not to make a video of it, so that's why the video series came up. The how-to series, that was a result of this. But it looks really nice. Use the same methods. I have a culvert on one side, and then another one on the other side. If you can see that, it looks really cool, especially when an engine or train comes through this tight S-curve, looking through the trees, kind of at like person height is cool. So that's that. Added a little more scenery here. I got some bushes, and then this looks cool. I like this transition here. We have the road. It's a little weathered, and then we have the rock here that is glued, and then we have the dirt kind of transition, and then the yellow grass and the green grass and the rough grass and the bushes and the grass tufts and trees, and we have the electrical box because there will be crossing gates here, possibly a heavily protected one. I don't know. We'll see, though. It's more to come. I don't know why this is laying across the tracks, but did a little weathering on it, like really light. But that's the next video I'm doing. I'm actually going to do that like a few minutes from now, actually right after this video. So I'll probably put this one up first, but then look for a video coming after that because I'm going to do a how-to on weathering with powders. I'm going to do that just on a car, and I'll explain more about that in that video, but I just don't have a locomotive right now that I really want to weather with just powder. So that's that. Next thing is the river. Got the riverbed down, or creek, whatever you want to call it. Just use this plaster of Paris stuff right here. I think that's what it is. Yeah, just mix it together with water, and it becomes this nice material for the creek / riverbed. So we did that, and that'll be included in the part 3 video series. Then we'll probably also have videos, separate videos not connected to that series, showing the surrounding scenery when that gets finished up. So that's that. And coming along here, if I can get past the mess on the floor, is this gravel lot. I think you've seen it. Another gravel lot, except different color. I put it down and then glued it, and what this does is service those 2 doors there. I don't think this dump truck would be servicing it, but it turned out nice. You can see it kind of got like, it's hard to see depth on this video, but there are like grooves where the wheels have gone. It looks really rough on here, but it's actually pretty defined in real life. But yeah, it looks good. You can see the transition from dirt to more gravel, or you can see like they've been pulling out a lot, so this is kind of bare. Rock has been crushed or lifted up from there. And then I'll do a little more scenery here. This doesn't look the greatest, but I'll fix that up. It's not done yet. So that's the last thing that I've actually completed on the layout. The last part of this update, second half I guess you could call it, will be more dedicated to ideas that I have and some thoughts that I've had. So the first thing is the railroad that I'll be modeling. I haven't mentioned any railroad really, except in locomotive reviews, but I wasn't sure like what direction this layout was going to go as railroads. But I think I've decided. I think you've seen some Norfolk Southern and BNSF Power on my layout, and those are two railroads that I really like. And they actually do, in real life, have interactions and share main lines, so it actually is possible to have both railroads on this layout. But since it's kind of tight radius and a small layout with more local industries, I am planning on making this like a branch line of either Norfolk Southern or BNSF, or both, that will be serviced by smaller power, but I will I'll have both railroads on here. And the other cool thing that I think I want to do is still have big power, because I love that, but every once in a while we'll have some through traffic with a big train with big power like Dash 9s, SD70s, GEVOs, all that good stuff. So every once in a while you'll see a big train coming down, maybe down the hill, BNSF grain train or something, and that'll add a lot to the operating interests of this layout. So I like the setup of it. It has good movement, good track flow, and then some good industries along here, and it makes some interesting switching, but it's hard to do switching on here when you have a 6-axle, 75 scale foot long diesel locomotive trying to go through tight switches and stuff, so it doesn't really work. So I'm going to try to beef up my fleet with smaller power, but then eventually build it up with some larger power too, and get maybe a unit train running, just to add interest. You know, every once in a while I'll have one come through here. It'll make some cool videos, and it'll be fun to run. So that's that. I think I figured out what railroad I'm going to model. It's been up for question for a while. Then I'm going to come around, actually off the layout. Apologize for the camera. I want to zoom out more, but using an iPhone, and I don't know if you've noticed, but if you use an iPhone, when you do the video feature, it zooms in a lot more. And for those people who know about cameras, I'm sure it makes more sense to them, but just wanted to make that quick disclaimer. Alright, last part, try to finish up quickly, is I have plans, or I want to, there's a lot of things I want to do, but this one actually makes sense and is fairly plausible, and it's possible that I will do this, is make a layout extension off of this little branch up here. Obviously it's not serviced by any track, or doesn't have power to it either, so I can't run things up there. But what I would do is add a little extension here, and it would be similar to the like Bay Junction layout that Model Railroader did, or that section of their MRNT, and that would, I'd make it kind of industrial, but also metropolitan, and have some, obviously, industries on there, so that would make for interesting switching, and then also have probably this road imaginary, it'd be imaginary, like extending out here, and then somewhere on the layout cut across, because it might be like this deep or wider in certain sections, but it'd probably be about 7 feet long, 7 to 10 feet long, 1.5 to 2 feet wide, and we'll have a lot of tracks and good stuff going on there, but that'll definitely add operating interest. Hopefully that'll happen, and if it does, that'll make some really good video stuff that I'll show you, a bunch of how-tos, and I'll be able to make more videos, because I started my channel a little late for the scenery stuff, but doesn't mean I'll still not, like, once the layout gets to its like final stages, doesn't mean I'm going to stop making videos. I'll still do how-tos, it's just they won't be directly related to the layout. But hopefully if I do that, then I'll do some stuff showing the construction of that, and it'll add some cool stuff. So that's still up for grabs. I don't have like exact plans for it, but hopefully I'll do some sketches and some cool stuff there. So I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Look for more videos, and there should be how-tos, more reviews and stuff, and be sure to check out BNSF Railfans, because we have some really cool stuff going on there, and I'll actually be up to that layout in about a month or so, so look for some cool content there. But other than that, thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time.